Glare.
I'm sorry. So it's really good to see so many of you out this far across the country. Rowan's dad is here.
Love you, Dad.
As you know, this thing has been planned for a long time now, and it takes a lot of time and commitment from all of you to make something like this a success. Bottom line is that we are all here because of how much we care. So on that note, Mike, this is hard for me to admit, but here goes. You have an alcohol problem, and this is your a tall, skinny blonde who wins marathons, likes college football and beer as much as you, pretty much a doctor, and you think she's here to marry you? You really are dumber than you. Now, the truth is, Jane and I have been planning this intervention for a long time. I come over to the house, we send the big guy to his chair with some chocolate cake. And when he passes out like a kindergartner at nap time, we get to work. Jackie, just give me a couple minutes, I'll walk you out. I've got your last payment in my car. Thank you for getting us this point. But seriously, she married a guy that spends more time in the bathroom than any girl, that packs more clothes for a 3-day weekend than any girl, that will not wear shorts on the golf course because he's embarrassed by his legs, that drives a red Jeep Wrangler proudly, that has to pee 2 times in 5 minutes before an hour-long car ride. If you guys figure that out, you let me know. And who has to turn on the shower when he takes a dump because he's embarrassed by his own fart sound. I'm guessing same-sex marriage is legal in Ohio. It's convenient because we are alongside Sandusky.
Too far, too soon.
Google it, you'll see. Alright, some mushy stuff. So I've been friends with Mike since the first grade, and if there's one thing that you all need to take away from this, is that he is a true jackass. And I use that word because Megan and Michaela, they're around, and I can't use the words I want to. I mean, from the moment you meet this guy, it's pranks, practical jokes, needling, just making fun. You tell me, any of you tell me, do you have anybody in your life that you would rather see lose in a competition more than him? If he and Fabi played cornhole, if he and Dave played Power Hour, if he and Bert played beer pong, if he plays Jeopardy with Jackie, if he plays Keep Away with Annie the dog, who do you want to see lose? If he plays that memory card game with Megan and Michaela, who are you dying to see lose? When my father would threaten to send him to the moon, who didn't want to see it happen? When there's a pick six on the last play of the game to turn your winning bet into a losing bet, why does that feel so good? Maybe the best illustration, when he sits down at a poker table with 9 complete strangers, who do you want to see lose? Or when we're playing him at a golf scramble and his team makes birdie and he starts parading around the green like he just scored the winning goal of the World Cup. Who's not wishing that he trips over the fringe or the flagstick or nooch?
Back just an inch.
And lands face first on a prom
Just
with a
right here.
bumper.
Thank you. That's totally good.
So why is this? Why do we feel this way? Is it his knuckle-dragging closed-mindedness and general lack of courtesy, where his brain will not consider another person's opinion as valid as his own? Is it his Costanza-like ability to take something that's wrong and rationalize it into something that he believes is right in his head? If you call Easy Pass, you can't talk to a real human. Or is it the fact that he will debate you to the death about something he actually thinks he might be wrong about, just to not give you the satisfaction? For example, Alabama beat Notre Dame because of the look on their faces when they came out of the tunnel. Not because Notre Dame beating Alabama based on pure talent would be like Alyssa trying to post up LeBron James. Or Bird trying to beat Bubba Watson in a long drive competition. I don't know, man. Did you see the look on Bubba's face? He just wanted it more. Alright. For real, some mushy stuff. I think the best way to illustrate Mike is with a list. So here's a list of things that Mike Rowan was, or is, wrong about. Mike Rowan was wrong that a steady diet of Wendy's, Chex Mix, Diet Coke, beer, and orange Tic Tacs would lead to a muffin, C-cups, and a chin like a broken bullfrog. Mike Rowan was wrong that accentuating said muffin and C-cups with a Sweetie and Puma golf shirt is the proper play.
Yes! Yes!
Is there any chance there's pudding on the dessert menu? Remember, this was your choice. Mike Rowan was wrong that the trifold Costanza-sized wallet jammed into his front pocket, combined with one shirt tail tucked, one shirt tail not tucked, is a good look. Look at me, ladies. I'm too busy and important to notice my shirt's untucked. When both of us are in a Vegas nightclub and a hot chick comes up and untucks both of our shirts, we were both wrong to tuck them back in and say, no, we don't feel comfortable. It's kind of a miracle that we have the girls that we do. Although a staple of her running attire is toilet paper. And this one can probably tell you how many moles Kim Kardashian has on her ass. I guess it's useful, I don't know. Mike Rowan was wrong. So wait for exactly 6 reds in a row and then bet black and keep doubling his bet.
Yes. You need to dance for it.
Mike Rowan is wrong that when the early morning sun creeps over the horizon and he can no longer see the road in front of him, then the best way to stop his car is to keep going and torpedo the Cadillac in front of him. Mike Rowan was wrong that Greg Berg is a maid service. Mike Rowan is wrong that it's okay to leave the faucet running for 15 straight minutes because, dude, there's an ocean full of water out there. Mike Rowan is wrong. Dave, help me out.
We are! That's Dave.
That the best reaction to getting pushed into a pool by Dave Rader is to run into the front yard and pout behind a tree in the dark. Mike Rowan was wrong that the best way to hit Dave's wiffle-ball pitch is to dislocate his own knee while swinging the heavy 2-ounce bat. 4 more, hang with me. Mike Rowan was wrong with team selection and general play calling in our last Turkey Bowl, where Trusino's time to punch in, Team USA beat the evil Russians again. Mike, there is no I in team, but there's definitely an I in Garcia. Plus by now, probably a couple of pint glasses and maybe Mr. Baumgartner's watch. Careful, Joe. That guy will fleece you with a motivated carny. Mike Rowan was wrong that Penn State was a safe haven for disadvantaged children. Google it. Hold on, I'm getting a text. Oh my gosh, no, Mr. Rowan, my Tyler nephews do not want you to be their tickle monster.
Oh my God.
Mike Rowan was wrong that the Princeton offense applies to the golf swing. I mean, what is he thinking about? the longer I stand here, the less chance Jackie will have of getting another hole-in-one. And finally, Mike Rowan was wrong, that the best reaction to Jackie's hole-in-one is to pout like a jealous 8-year-old on Christmas whose brother got the toy that he actually wanted. You made her scared to be happy. So I apologize for the length of this. Thanks for hanging in with me. It's been a lifetime of abuse, and I felt an obligation to so many of you who have been wronged by this guy over the years. So on an actual serious note, thank you so much for coming out. I've looked around the room the past couple days, and the number of fantastic people is just incredible. And I think that really says all you need to know about the type of people that these two are. I mean, despite his mouth-breathing irrationalness, he will have your back in a heartbeat if you're in any kind of bad spot, no questions asked. And I don't know that there's a better representation for a true friend than that. And the old saying goes, there's nobody I'd rather be in a foxhole with than this guy, mostly because of his extreme competitiveness, but also because he and his pelican chin would be the bigger target. And Jackie will have your back too. She won't respond to your emails about meeting her, but she'll be there. She'll be there none the same. As long as you don't try to tell her that the sweetener in Diet Coke is bad. 3 words that describe Jackie to me: humble, warm, and devoted. And I think she's going to need a lot of that devotion to endure. So that's good. Mr. and Mrs. Baumgartner, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything. Jane, the big fella, Amy, I can't tell you how much I cherish all of our roundtable discussions throughout the years. The ones where the big guy pretends like he's not interested, yet doesn't leave the room, and continues to watch us like a 4-year-old would watch cartoons. You guys are my second family. One more thing, I gotta leave you with this. 2 of the most important traits that I think a person can have in life is perspective and a good attitude. You don't control all of what happens to you, but you control all of your reaction to it. You control your thoughts. Your thoughts are your own choice. You can choose to see silver linings. You can choose to turn negatives into positives. You can choose to always remember what matters in the bigger picture. And you can choose your own perspective. Mike has always had a rule when it came to contacting girls. His rule was that he would never contact a girl 2 times in a row. If he contacted her, she didn't respond. Nah, dude, balls in her court. Can't let you desperate. So, early on in Mike and Jackie, he had made the last contact, and she, understandably, had not responded. A week or 2 goes by, and out of nowhere, he gets the balls to break his own rule and contact her again. And here we are today. So this festive and beautiful gathering you see in front of you, such a great energy, so many great people, once in a lifetime, awesome union of 2 fantastic people. That's probably the most common and proper way to look at today. And I see that. But from my perspective, going back to Mike's rule, this marriage to me also represents a monumental and immortal symbol of Mike Rowan being completely wrong. And that's why I know that this marriage will last forever. Please join me in the toast. To Mike Rowan being completely wrong. I can't thank you enough for your time. Sorry, thanks for putting up with me. Enjoy your life.
There's certainly not.
It shuts off at 10 minutes, and then I restarted it, so you missed like 20 seconds.
Oh, all right.
The entire camera shut down.